Hey tubers, sorry about the extremely bright light. I wanted to make sure y'all could see this. On these John Deere tractors, the clutch on them is supposed to be all nice and cushy and stuff, but it's not good for off-roading. I'm going to show you a quick mod. See this right here? That's between your clutch lever and your clutch arm. This is your tensioner spring. This right here, when you push in the clutch, you'll notice that compresses. Well, that's no good because that compresses, but the clutch don't really move. It just releases a little bit of tension, and that makes it to where by the time you get the tension you need on your belt, which yeah, I gotta get a new belt, by the time you get the tension you need, you have no clutch because this spring just won't pull back this spring, which is this is all stock, by the way. But yeah, so what you do, get you a piece of steel rod, which I just cut a random piece out of this, what I had. Get you a piece of steel rod and put it right in between these two steel rods. You can hold in the clutch and work it in there with one hand. And put you a piece of steel rod in between there. And it goes down in between these two pieces of metal, which you can't hardly see it. There's now 3 pieces of metal there. You weld you a bead on each side of this and weld you a bead on each side of that. And that makes your spring solid to where you don't have that spring action. And then you can push your clutch in farther to where this is all the way straight to where you got no tension on the belt. And then when you let off, all the tension of this spring goes onto that belt instead of trying to fight this spring right here. Because the clutch only goes out so far. And what you need to do when you weld that, you push in the clutch just a little bit and then weld it like that to where when your belt stretches, your pedal can come the rest of the way up, because it only goes so far on the Deere. It stops. It's got a stop on it. So you weld it, you move it about like that, and then weld it. And then that way, as your belt stretches, your clutch pedal can come all the way up, and then you still got plenty of adjustment. So yeah, that's just a quick mod on this Deere. Oh, and to take the belt off this, you got to undo all the steering, all this stuff. And yeah, I've already beefed up some of this stuff. All the clutch stuff. I mean, you gotta take a bunch of stuff off to change the belt. That's why a lot of people don't like these Deere for off-roading. But I got everything ready to go except for modifying that clutch and a new belt, because that belt's shredded because of that. I'm trying to avoid that. So anyway, that's all for this video. I'm gonna get off here and weld this in place and take that belt back off again. And hopefully I'll do some riding this weekend and get to play with this thing. I want to take it through the mud, do a mudding video, because I got these new tires that still got the, you know, little pricklies on them. I'm going to try them out. So anyway, that's all for this video. Y'all take care and have a good one.